Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. What I want to do today is to try to give a quick demonstration of a Remontoir. A Remontoir was developed for mechanical watches and try to give them a steady charge. In other words, as a mainspring unwinds, they want to make it steady because otherwise it sort of runs out of gas, and sort of the timing. Here are a couple, three right here: FP Journe's Chronomet Optimum, Gerbel Force, Differential Decay, and Groenfeld's 1941 Remontoir. There are other ones too, but these are watches that have a Remontoir. They tend to be very expensive, but they're interesting. All right, let's take a look now at, this is what I'll call the mainspring torque decay. And as the watch unwinds, the torque unwinds too, it goes down. And what a Remontoir does, it's a little device that you rewind and then it unwinds and rewinds. And you can see sort of those yellow arrows are going like this, and but they're steady, and this is what the Remontoir is for. All right, let's take a look at a little video, and I'll show you sort of the relationship between the mainspring and it's a type of hairspring in the Remontoir. To illustrate how a Remontoir works, I made this little model. This right here represents the barrel, and the fatter of the two rubber bands represents the mainspring. Over here is a Remontoir, and what happens? The Remontoir has a hairspring represented by the smaller rubber band, and what happens is that imagine this is a little screws like a cam, and here's this little stick there that represents what it's going to hit on different rotations. And so what happens when it hits it, this is going to rewind the Remontoir, and then the Remontoir will release its energy. And because this keeps coming around and hitting the little with the cam, it keeps hitting here. This is going to be rewinding. Now your mainspring after a time is going to start losing its power, but when it hits the cam hits the Remontoir, it was with enough force to wind it. And again, we're dealing with a hairspring versus a mainspring, so that the hairspring here generates power that's sent to the wheel train that's always consistent. And so in the crudest way, your Remontoir is the big spring rewinding a smaller spring. Beside using a Remontoir for keeping a steady charge, the Remontoir is also used for other kinds of things. This particular one is a Remontoir that's part of a Jaja-LeCoultre true second. And what the true second is, it's also called the jumping second. And the jumping seconds were first popular as doctors' watches. They could take a pulse with each second jumping. And so that's another use of it beside having a steady charge. Well, that's it. That's a 5-minute explanation of a Remontoir, and I'd like to hear your opinions about that. And if this is an invitation to subscribe if you like. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.